Are you stressed? Try grounding. Hi, this is John Ruman. If we have yet to meet, I'm an international business coach and consultant with a company out of the US called JGR Global. And I'm having a stress event, a stress management event that you can benefit from tremendously. Let me tell you about grounding. So, many of you have heard of grounding, and what I'm going to do is actually explain to you why you need to be doing this on a regular, consistent basis for your livelihood, for your health, and for your happiness. So, we live in a life where we actually experience a great deal of things that have a static relationship with us. We deal with our cell phones, which I'm looking at now, right? Cell phones, our computers, we deal with a lot of electronics. We have Wi-Fi in the air, we have electricity in our walls, and what this does is it builds a static charge in the body. And that static charge creates inflammation. And what grounding is grounding has what's called negative ions, which are basically these, if you think of a magnet, the two sides of a magnet, it will polarize the parts, the electrical charges in your body that need to be balanced. And the way to do that, there's two easy ways. The easiest way is to take off your shoes and socks and actually touch the earth. That's called earthing or grounding. And that's one option, and the encouraged amount of time is roughly 20 minutes a day. If you are blessed to be in a world where you can farm and garden all the time, you can have shoes on, and actually by touching the plants you're actually grounding. So it's an easy way to ground in that regard. Besides that, the second method, which is an option probably easier for most of the world, is that of actually taking, they call them grounding mats, and you can put them on your desk, you can put them at your feet if you don't wear shoes in your office. It kind of depends on your environment. But what they do, and they became popular with people in the tech world because they have a lot of challenges. They get really, really charged up being like a computer room. And what happens is basically you take this cord, it connects to some part of your skin, whether your feet, your hands, your wrist, your ankle, and it connects to the grounding port of your actual cord, which is that third prong if you live in the United States, and in most of the world, not outside of EU with all the different plugs, but the grounding cord. And they have these testing plugs that you can go in, and it'll let you make sure that the cord you're actually going into is grounded, which means at some point it's actually connecting to the earth. So that is an alternate way of you connecting with the earth to become grounded and to therefore feel and experience the benefits. And what you'll feel when you become grounded is you'll feel lighter, you'll feel happier. And for those of you who garden, I'm sure you know this well. The feeling you get from gardening all day, it just feels ecstatic. So that is the benefit of grounding, and it's a wonderful way to release the stresses on the body. And more studies are showing that most illnesses are actually a result of high levels of inflammation within the body. Two ways of strong causes of inflammation. One being stress, cortisol released in the body, which has a response within the body of inflammation, which makes us, when people reduce stress, for example, they instantly lose weight. A lot of their bodily challenges go away. And one of the easiest ways to reduce inflammation is grounding. So that's what I'm going to encourage all of you who are watching this to check out grounding, as it can really dramatically and positively impact your life. So let me tell you about the event. So I'm doing a stress workshop, and I would encourage all of you, if you're in Trinidad, to check this out. It is designed to be super powerful, impactful, and we'll be unpacking ideas and benefits like this that can dramatically improve and help you to upgrade your level of happiness and reduce the level of stress that you experience in your body, in your life, and therefore making you feel more happy and more productive. So let me tell you about the event. The event is on Saturday, the 30th of June, 30th of June, in the Santa Cruz Green Market, which if you haven't been, has a tremendous value and benefit just in being there. Has a wonderful, because it's in a cocoa forest, actually there's a lot of free electrons there, which is what gives you actually the feeling of being grounded. So you actually experience that even just being in the location of the Santa Cruz Green Market that we're going at. And by the way, this is when wind goes across open water, free electrons are created. Also, a beach is a great grounding location. So the reason people love the beach is not just the fact that it's beautiful out, it's the fact that the air has a lot of free electrons which will attach, the negative ions will attach to whatever stressor ions you have, the electrons you have going on in your body. They call them free radicals. I'm sure you've heard that term. So basically it balances that and eliminates it. It negates the static you basically have in your life. So being on the beach will ground you. Being in the water will ground you because you'll have the air. So it's a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful way for you to experience that, which is why people find it so therapeutic to go to the beach. So if you have a beach near you, do it. It'll help you out. Okay, so the workshop is 11 to 12:30, 11 a.m. to 12:30, Santa Cruz Green Market. Prepay is $125, and day of the event is $175, so I'd encourage you to prepay. And if you want directions, because it's not in the market itself, it's about a 3-minute walk from the market, on the market premises, but in a kind of a quiet place on the actual market premises. And there's a couple things we will cover on that. We will cover how to become resilient to stress and build a strong level of resilience. So when things happen, when stuff hits the fan, you will not freak out like normal. You'll actually feel very calm, which is very helpful because your mind is so much clearer when you are calm. You're not making stupid decisions. So that's a biggie. We'll also, and the technique I'll be teaching is called a heart math technique which is coherence. And another one is called EFT or tapping, which is powerful and really a game changer for many. And then we'll spend about 25 minutes, a half hour of the workshop brainstorming areas of life that people are challenged and methods to reduce and eliminate and mitigate stresses for them. So if you have any questions, please shoot me a message on Instagram or Facebook. Please sign up for this. There's a registration link where you can have us call you and give you additional information for payment and transfer and all of that. And I would love to see you. So thank you so much. Again, June 30th, 11 to 12:30, Santa Cruz Green Market, 175 day of, 125 prepay. Call me if you have questions, 744-8555. Again, 744-8555, or message me on whatever platform you're seeing this. Have an awesome Father's Day for those who fathers watching this, and I hope to see you guys next week. Take care. Bye-bye.